Hi, welcome to the 13th floor. I'm Marty Duda. Today we have Kylie Price with us.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good.
You're up here from Dunedin, is that correct?
Yep.
Well,
yep, the big smoke.
Do you get to spend much time in Auckland?
Not as much as I probably would like,
Right.
but that's all going to change hopefully soon. So yeah.
And are you a long-time Dunedin resident?
I am. Yeah. Yep, 24 years Dunedin.
Yeah. So a lot of people, when they hear that a musician is from Dunedin, they might have automatic kind of preconceived notions of what you sound like. Do you run into that at all?
Yeah, the Dunedin sound is quite distinctive.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it is always changing in Dunedin, and we did have a really awesome scene, obviously with the Chills and Graham Downs and the Verlaines.
Yeah.
But I think it just is evolving as anything does over time. So yeah, I think it's a fresh new sound, I'd like to say.
And so speaking of fresh new sounds, you kind of started out more with a country thing.
Yes.
And you have a new EP out that's called Bones, and it's kind of more pop than country, would you say?
Yep. So that just was a natural process of growing up in songwriting. I just found that I was shifting more mainstream. And nothing in disrespect to country, it's a very important genre. But I just found naturally the way that I was writing, the way that my production was going, was a lot more mainstream pop.
And you produced the record with Maddie Perkins Craig, is that right?
Yeah.
So it's just the two of you doing kind of everything on the record.
Yep, everything.
How does that work?
Well, I do the vocals and the guitar, and Maddie literally does the rest.
How did the two of you kind of hook up to do this?
Maddie she was one of my songwriting lecturers at Otago Uni, and then we started co-writing together, and then she started up her own studio, and that was really it. And then we're good friends, and we just kept co-writing and working together, and now we've got Bones. So yeah, it's really good. It's really easy to work with Maddie.
And how many songs in total on Bones? Six. And
yep.
we're going to hear 3 of them today?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
First one being something called I Don't Want to Go?
Yes.
What can you tell me about that one?
So that's all about being in a relationship, and for whatever reason, one of you either wants or has to move. For me, it was moving for half of an OE and also for music. And my boyfriend, he is into IT,
right?
And he did a good job. And I wanted to go and he wanted to stay, so it was that conflict of what I should do. And in the end, I stayed. Because
he can't work on the cloud somewhere?
He could. Well, they always can, but I think he just wanted to stay there and hone in on his craft and learn from his job. And I don't feel like I could really ask someone to pick up their life and move for me. So I was all going to go, and then I realised that I'd be leaving so much behind, and I wasn't prepared to. So I stayed, and
And wrote a song.
And I wrote a song called I Don't Want to Go, and it's on the EP.
Well, let's give it a listen.
You're in the next room, and I'm trying hard not to fall apart. The leaves will change their colors. The sun is getting dark, and life wants more from me. But I don't wanna go, I don't wanna go. I don't wanna go, I don't wanna go without you. If I asked you to run, would you take my hand just to save my heart? If I asked you to run, would you take my hand just to tear us apart? Oh, I don't wanna go, I don't 'cause I don't wanna go, I don't wanna go without you. Don't let me get away, don't let me go without a fuss, 'cause I don't want this to change us. No, I don't wanna go, I don't wanna go without you. No, I don't wanna go, I don't wanna go without you. No, won't you please stay, baby, please stay, I need you. 'Cause I don't wanna go, I don't wanna go without you. I don't wanna go, I don't wanna go. No, I don't wanna go, I don't wanna go without you. No, I don't wanna go, I don't wanna go without you. No, I don't wanna go, I don't wanna go without you.
All right, we're here with Kylie Price. She's got a new EP out called Bones, up here from Dunedin to hang out and talk about it a little bit. We're going to hear another song in a minute, but songwriting-wise, you mentioned you kind of moved from country to pop
Yes.
as a kind of natural progression, but when you're writing the songs themselves, do you think in terms of, well, this is, just ignore the cat, this is a country song, or this is a more, or do they just kind of,
I think that each song is individual, and I think a lot of it, you know, you don't need. I don't really think that there's a specific genre when you're like a good song is a good song.
right.
I think a lot of it comes down to your production and what I guess direction you want your songs to sound like. But when I'm writing a song, everything I do is purely for the song. So whatever is best. So maybe that is that it sounds more country, or maybe it sounds more pop. But I try not to distinguish what I'm going to write before I've even written it, if that makes sense. So.
So when you were initially writing songs that turned out to be more country, was that what you had been listening to? Is that why it turned out that way?
I think so, because I grew up doing the country music scene, I think since I was 11, and so I was always surrounded.
Why did that happen?
Why did I get into country?
Yeah.
I really like the genre, and my dad is a big country music fan, so when I was going to guitar lessons, that would be the tape that was in the car.
Right.
And so I grew up on really old school country music, and
Such as?
Jade Hurley, and Peter Poser, and Charlie Pride, and Dolly Parton, and Kenny Rogers, and so all of those really awesome artists that help distinguish the sound of country music, and so that's naturally what I started writing.
Right.
And then once I left high school and moved into university, and then doing my songwriting course, I was almost forced to expand on my songwriting and how far I'd push my limits, and then slowly I got into the more mainstream feel, and it really just took off from there.
Alrighty, well, we're going to hear another one. This one is called My Love.
Yes.
What can you tell me about that?
This is about the same boy that the last song was written about. He's quite popular. Well, he
Quite
is
the
the only
muse, isn't he?
boy in my life, so he gets all the songs written about him, and it's about going through a real tough time. So I went through a couple of years that were quite tough, and I always think, he didn't have to stay through it. It wasn't his responsibility, or it wasn't his fight, but he stuck through all of it with me, and he's the most supportive person, especially for a musician. We can be quite selfish, because this is quite a selfish career, and it's quite demanding, and he's never stopped me from doing it. He's never made me choose. So yeah, I thought, wow, that warrants a song.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear it.
I wasn't looking, Maybe I was just drunk, but I was stripping on down and flown through life like it was enough. And all of my fears and faults and problems, like everyone, I've got them. But with my pocket of pills and smoke in my lungs, I wondered who I'd become. Would always come knocking when I thought I was safe, and I'd be staring at the wall at 3 a.m. again, nothing but my shame. And all my regrets in my head, they were such a weight on my shoulders. But I'd keep shaking those hands and making life plans, but I just wanted it over. And it happened when I least expected, someone to pull me out of the depths. And that's when I found you, and everything changed. And that's when I found you, and I was never the same. And I knew I was falling, and I just wanted to run, 'cause you were breaking down walls and holding me close like no one had done. You said, keep your eyes on me, and I won't let you go. And with your hand on my heart and the other on my scars, you said, baby, you're home. And that's when I found you, and everything changed. And that's when I found you, and I was never the same. My love, na 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 na. Oh, 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 and now I sleep a little deeper and I speak a little louder. I've got these things to say, and you said, girl, go say 'em, and my head is held higher. Eyes looking up, know they could send you to Mars, and I'd wait patiently for you. Oh, my love, oh, my love, oh, my love, now they could send you to Mars, and I'd wait patiently for you. No, they could send you to Mars, and I'd wait patiently for you, my love. Oh, 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 my love. Oh,
Okay, we're back here with Kylie Price, and we've got a cat wandering around.
Hi.
She knows when the camera's on. And we're hearing songs from your new EP called Bones.
Yep.
We're going to hear one more in a minute. Now, I'm curious, were you concerned when you made this more pop-sounding record that you were kind of leaving a certain audience behind by doing this?
Yeah, definitely. You know, I've had a lot of people say, "Oh, cool! So your second country EP?" And I'm like, "Actually, it's my first pop EP."
But these days, the line between pop and country
Yeah,
is pretty blurry anyway.
It is, and there is a massive crossover. You've got, even in the New Zealand industry, with the likes of Kylie Bow and Jody Durane.
Right.
They are bringing in this whole new country sound, which isn't wrong. It's just it's just different. But it's the new sound, and I don't think, you know, I don't think it's me selling out by moving to that more mainstream feel. I certainly know that I'm not doing it to sell out.
Right.
And at the end of the day, if people like the EP, then they're going to like it. If they don't, they don't, and that's fine.
Yeah.
And I suppose, you know, if they don't listen to me because I'm no longer country, then that's really it.
And I'm curious, does the specter of Taylor Swift hang over anything that you do? Does she, because she's kind of made that transition earlier, does it make it easier for you, do you think? And do you follow all that stuff that's going on with her?
I actually really like Taylor Swift. Her latest stuff, it's quite, you know, I'm not sure. I'm reserving judgment on it, but I have loved Taylor Swift from such a young age because I do really think she's an awesome songwriter, and I think she's really smart at the way that she approaches things, and there's a lot of songs that aren't her singles that I think are her better songs. I mean, I understand why you put out a single and so forth, but yeah, I really like Taylor Swift.
But you also have an ongoing relationship with Ed Sheeran.
I love Ed Sheeran to bits. I love Ed Sheeran to bits. I've read his book. I really want to be his friend. Please just let me be your friend. Also, let me open for you.
That's right.
So yeah, Ed Sheeran. I think I first heard him. He was an opening artist for somebody at the iTunes Festival in London, and I was 16, and I heard the A-Team. And I thought, my lord, this is so good, and just this kid with a loop pedal, and he had the whole crowd, and I thought that was so amazing. And ever since then, I've just had this obsession with Ed Sheeran. So yeah.
All right, well, we'll see what happens when he comes around.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
You can just rush the stage, can't you?
Well, you know, I'm down there. I may as well help him and open a show for him.
We'll see what happens. Okay, we got Here With Me is the last song we're going to hear. What can you enlighten us about?
Well, Maddie actually started this song, and she came forward with the idea of the song. I think she'd written the verse and the chorus and said, can you run with this? Can you finish it off? And I loved it from the first moment I heard it. I thought it was really catchy. I thought that the way that the chord structure was really good, because you don't hear the G chord until the chorus, which is what the listener is listening for, but
they're
don't
anticipating it,
building up but they don't know what they're anticipating until they hear it, and then they're like, okay, the G chord, and so I loved it, and so yeah, I finished it, and we edited it, and then it became the song that it is.
Great. All right, we'll listen to it, and we'll tell people to check out Bones.
Yes, thank you.
And then you'll be out on the road at some point playing shows.
After the EP's released.
Very good. Well, thanks for coming up here and doing this.
Thanks very much for having me.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
I've been keeping my head down. I've been keeping the world out, but I've been kidding myself. Lately, all the little things haunt me, like the way that you'd hold me. Missing home is just missing you.